Hello.
Good
Hi.
afternoon, Quasar Markets Live. I've got a very special guest today, a friend of mine, Paul Alexander.
Hello.
Paul Cars and Games. How are you, Paul?
Good.
Good, man. Well, I'm excited about having you on here because one of the things that we do here at Quasar Markets Live is that we talk about call channel checks. That means I want to know what's really going on in the world. I really want to know what people are looking at and are interested in. And I've got you on here because you like baseball cards and all kinds of things. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Paul. Talk to me about who you are and what you got going on, man.
So I am Paul Alexander, and what I do is make some YouTube videos, and I play video games, and also make some Pokemon packs too.
Yeah, and I love that, Paul. And you and I were talking the other day in the car with your dad, and you have a real unique perspective on looking at the collectible society for kids, right? Baseball cards and football cards. Out of the cards world, is there a specific card that you like more than anything?
Yeah, I actually have like two:
What's that?
the Rainbow Rare Pikachu VMAX and the first edition Charizard.
Okay, I like that. You like Pikachu. Is Pikachu still hot? There's still the cards. The people are still collecting Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the most pop. I'm pretty sure it's like the most popular out of the whole entire Pokemon series. But yeah, they probably are.
Yeah, and Pokemon is I mean, I was just in Japan not too long ago, and Pokemon was still hot over there. Is there any other cards that you like besides Pokemon?
No, not really.
Okay, all right, I like that. And then what about sports? You like what's out of sports? Baseball, football, basketball. What's your favorite cards?
Absolutely not of them. I don't really like. I'm not really into the sports cards.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, then it's just good. And do you think that people that your age are also in the same boat, right? They don't like sports cars as much.
No, I mainly like Pokemon, that stuff.
All right. Okay, so let me ask a question. So the reason you're on here is to give us the inside scoop, and we all here are traders and we like investments. And so, Paul, I have to ask. You were talking to me the other day about a certain company because you didn't like them. Now, what company is that?
So even though I play it, it's Roblox.
Okay, so you're now negative. You're we call bearish in the market on Roblox. So let's talk about it a little bit. I'm going to pull up a chart while you talk. Tell us a little bit about Roblox and what you're playing right now.
So Roblox is supposed to be a game for imagination, which is supposed to be endless, but not really anymore because they just launched an update, which makes it so you have to like scan your face and stuff, and it's going pretty bad so far because the stock market, as you can see right there, it's going down bad.
Yeah, and when we look at Roblox over the last few years, had a massive run from last year in April all the way from roughly around 48.52 to about 142.82. Now you're also an investor, I understand, right? You own stock in Roblox, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you do with that stock over? How long have you owned it, and what did you do over the last few days?
So what we did is sold it because I knew that this update was a really bad update and it was supposed to get predators off the platform, but really it did the exact opposite.
So are you saying that there are more predators now and the kids are
Yes,
leaving the platform?
way
Okay, that's good.
way more. People are switching to Minecraft now.
Okay, I like that. A good answer. Okay. And so what would you tell the people who produce Roblox? What would you tell them right now?
Get that update out of here.
Okay, get that update out of here. I like that. All right. And so let's look at this a little bit. Now, are there any other companies out there that you like? Any other stocks that you like? Microsoft from their programming side? Do you play the Xbox? Do you have a PlayStation? What do you
Yeah, I
use?
do have a PlayStation
Okay.
and
And
an
what's
Xbox.
oh, yeah, both. Okay. Well, there you go, Dad. Well, congrats. So tell me a little bit. What do you like, Xbox or do you like PlayStation more?
100% PlayStation more.
Okay, so that would be Sony. Let's look at Sony stock here, SONY, and we'll just go ahead and pull it up. There's Sony stock. Now, Sony stock is also falling down a little bit. Talk to me a little bit about Sony. Why don't you like Sony? Why do you like Sony PlayStation better than Microsoft's Xbox?
Well, I like PlayStation better because first of all, the controls are actually easy, unlike The Xbox is actually a little confusing for me,
Okay,
and
all right.
it has like way more games.
So you like it because of the games, and then there's a specific game on Sony's PlayStation that you like.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Okay, I like that. Fortnite seems to be very popular, and one of the things I'll tell you, I even like one stock. It's called Unity Software. Do you ever watch Unity Software? That stock has actually been pushing up over the last.
Not really.
You know, you don't like Unity Software. Okay, maybe I should dump my Unity
I don't
Software
even know
stock.
what it is.
Okay, I got that. I understand that. All right, so we call it the show. All right, let's pull it up. It was called Paul's Favorites. So, Paul, I'm going to pull it up right now. And one of the cool things about you, and I like this a lot, is that you have a website. And that website is called Paul.
Paul'sCrazyGames.com.
That's right, Paul's Cards and Games. And I like that.
It's like below my username down there.
Okay, there it is. Paul's Cards and Games. And you can see look at this, he's got more subscribers than I've got. I love that. And you actually go and you do these things where you go to the card shows, right? And you talk to people and the adventures of Paul, right?
Video games, some other stuff.
All right. Well, I'm going to put that website up there for everybody as we're online here. Hopefully everybody can see this as I put it into the screen. And you can click on the button now to go to Paul's Cards and Games and see Paul as he talks about it. Paul, you have a full-blown studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do regret making the second most famous one.
That's right. And what's interesting here is that you go to card shows. Is that right?
Yeah.
And so
at Comic-Con, TCG, Card Party.
All right, so tell me, which one's your favorite one to go to?
Well, Card Party is my favorite because it actually has some stuff to do.
Okay. And what stuff is there to do that you like?
What?
What stuff do you like to do there?
So at Card Party 2, instead of like we were a vendor, instead of actually buying them, we actually were selling them. And I also made some friends, and not only that, I did some card battles, and it's in the Card Party 2 video.
I like that. Okay, so card party allows you to play against each other, right? You bring your cards, they bring their cards, and you get to play against.
No, not really. It's like they do, but I haven't seen that yet. But they do. What I'm talking about, like card battles, are like when they open up a pack and see who's lucky.
Okay, that's a good question. Then I see it right here in the shorts, right? So let's pull that short up for everybody.
Hey guys, welcome to Paul's Cards and Games. Today we're gonna open Audi and Fakes packs. This is a short, so we gotta do it quick. We got Nebula, got Charmander Work Candy, Artemis, Tentacle Tree, Chris Point, who I brought, Nebula's backpack, Aku, not the triangles we got, Swaggy. Oh, we got full art Nebula. That looks cool. We got full art Nebula. Look at that. Go for you guys. The last pack. Yubidu, Marcus, Howard Spinach, Creepco, Nana's backpack, Kawaii William, Netball.
We got our first hit.
Boom, here we go.
This is what came inside.
Yeah.
Came with
this one I honestly absolutely enjoyed.
All right, and I like that, Paul. So you've really got a plethora of different cards out there. All right, so let's talk about this a bit. You've got a hell of a card collection, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of cards.
All right, so talk to me a little bit about your cards. What kind of cards do you have that you like?
Well, my two favorites, which I told you. I also have a Snorlax, which took me forever just to get one. Out of and I don't really know the card prices that much, but what I do know is Pokemon can be a good investment if you're lucky.
Okay, so let's ask that question. So I grew up and baseball cards were part of my life, and I had to get boxes and boxes and boxes of cards, and it would take a full-blown box to get through one or two cards. How many packs do you normally have to go through to get the card that you really want?
Well, probably thousands and thousands.
Not always, but sometimes.
Thousands and thousands of cards to get the card you want. Okay, so is there a card that out there, Paul, that you really want that you don't have yet?
Yeah, it's that special edition that like first edition Charizard I told you about.
Yeah.
That's like they didn't really make them perfect anymore because one of the YouTubers got scammed because one of the people that was gonna grade it at grade 10, they graded it and just kept it for themselves.
Okay, so that is something that we've talked about. What does it mean about sending it away and grading a card? How does that work?
Well, what I'm pretty sure is first you gotta pay and send it, and then second, I think they like check the card to see if there's like any like scratches or fingerprints on it, and then they already make a grade from 1 to 10, and 1 is the lowest, and 10 is the highest.
I love it. All right, we'll let you go, Paul. I know you're busy. You got schoolwork to go to, but folks out there that are watching, we have quite a few people watching today. Look, Paul, you have a website, a YouTube page that you create shorts and things. So click on that
Oh, wow.
button out there if you're out there. Yeah, let's see that card you got before we let you go.
Look what I just got.
Look at that. That's a graded card. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a Beckett 10 first edition. Yeah, Beckett 9.
Beckett 9. I love that. All right, for those of
It's
you out
the
there.
first edition, but the second type of it.
I love that. All right. For those of you out there, again, go to paulscardsandgames.com. You see his website out there. And of course, I gave you his YouTube channel. And we're going to pull up Paul's Cards and Games for you too as well. So that everybody can click on that button. And is there anything else you want to tell people out there while we do this here?
Subscribe to Paul's Cards and Games.
Subscribe to Paul's Cards and Games. All right, everybody out there, Quasar Marcus Live, thank you for watching. And we'll bring Paul back here again and again, so he'll give us his update. But right now, he is bearish on Roblox, RBLX. He's very bearish. In fact, I believe, if I'm not correct, Paul, you sold Roblox. Is that correct?
Yes.
He sold Roblox. All right, from Quasar Marcus Live, this is Stephen Orr, Big Beats. Paul Alexander, we'll see you next week, my man.
All right.